Talk. I'm your host, Fredo. With me today is that boy Jaron. What up, Jaron?
What's going on, everybody?
Man, just right here, homie. Well, I know y'all might be asking, where DC? Our boy's on vacation, spending some money, but well-deserved vacation. He should be back next week.
Got his feet in the sand.
Yeah, man.
Lucky man.
Yeah, he's over there, man. All right, Jaron, how you feel about officially what week we're in? Week 6?
Week 6, yep.
Week 6, man. Almost done. We still got one more game for Monday night. But overall, man, what do you think about week 6, man?
Another kind of crazy week. I think the theme is we're gonna go over it, but the quarterback play has been kind of up and down, sketchy.
Yeah.
Even the winning teams, the quarterbacks have been kind of mediocre,
Yeah.
and that's kind of shown with the product that we're getting each week.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, I agree with you, man. There were some games I picked that certain teams will win, man, but some surprise wins, man, really, man. But that's why we're here, man. We're going to discuss every game as we go along, man. But fortunately, we have to start with the Thursday night game.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, man. The Commanders at the Bears, man. Final score 12-7. Commanders win this game right here. So some stats real quick, man. Game leaders on the Commander side are Carson Wentz. He threw for 22, completed 12, 99 yards only. That's a sad stat right there.
Just keep going, though.
You got Robinson. He carried the ball 17 times, 60 yards, 1 touchdown. And you got McLaurin, 3 catches, 41 yards. And now to the Bears side, you had Justin Fields. He threw for 27, completed 14, 190 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, rushing the Bears. Also, you top one is Fields. Carried the ball 12 times, 88 yards. He was the better running back than the quarterback that day.
Yep.
And then your top receiver was Pitts. He catched the ball for 4 times, 84 yards, 1 touchdown. Turnovers, 0 for the Commanders, 2 for the Bears. Time of possession, 27 minutes for the Commanders, 32 minutes for the Bears. And total yardage in this game, the Bears had 392, but still only put 7 points.
Yep.
And then the Commanders had 214, but yet they won the game. What do you think about this game, Jay?
It'd be tough to be a fan of either one of these teams. It's a lot of wasted talent on the field.
Yeah, man.
And when I say talent, I'm talking about from Washington. Washington's defense is talented.
Yeah.
McLaurin's a talented receiver. They got Washington got talented receivers, but Chicago doesn't seem to have really any talent. Like
No.
I'm looking at the names. So you got Pettis, Mooney, Komet, Jones. Like these are a bunch of. I don't. There's no Pro Bowler on that field on either side, and it's just tough. And like I said, the theme was the winning team. Carson Wentz, 99 yards passing.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
99, dude. Mm-hmm.
It's pretty nasty.
Because you don't know what kind of wins you're gonna get that game, bro.
Right.
It's like the past games, man. He's been throwing over 200,
Yeah.
guaranteed, man. Just I don't know, man. I think it's a Thursday night curse. I don't know what's going on, man. But that being said, that puts Washington at 204, and that puts also Chicago at 204. The Commanders are last in the division, and the Bears are third in the division now.
They're third at 2-4.
Yep.
Wow.
So yeah, man.
And Amazon can't be happy with the product that they're getting so far.
Yeah.
I don't know. Has there been a great game on Thursday yet? I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure there's been at least one, man.
I feel like there's one, but these last two, kind of that's all I can think about.
Yeah, of course, man. All right, man. So moving on, bro. Let's go on and talk about the 49ers at Atlanta, man. Final score on this one, 28-14. Atlanta wins on this one. And your top, um, let me see. Let's go right here. Hold on. All right. We're going to go to the game leader stats. So passing with the Niners. Let's start with the Niners. Jimmy Garoppolo. He threw for 41, completed 29, 296 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. And your top rusher was Wilson Jr., 7 carries for 25 yards. Nope, you ain't gonna do it with that.
Yeesh.
Your top receiver was Ayuku,
You. Yeah.
Ayuk,
Mm-hmm.
8 catches, 83 yards for 2 touchdowns. Not bad right there. And now going to the Falcon side, Mariota, he threw the ball for 14 times, completed 13, 129 yards with 2 touchdowns. And your top rusher was Hentley, 16 carries, 59 yards. And your top receiver was, man, I ain't gonna try and pronounce that name.
Zacchaeus.
Zacchaeus, 4 catches, 58 yards. Total stats. So let's go to team stats. All right, total yards. San Francisco had 346, and Atlanta had 289. Turnovers. The 49ers had 3. Atlanta had 0. Time of possession. Atlanta had 33 minutes, and San Francisco had 26. And so that right there puts San Francisco tied with the Rams and the Seahawks at 3-3. But as of right now, San Francisco are number one in the division, and that puts the Falcons at 3-3, also tied with Tampa Bay. But overall, that puts them in second place in the division.
Mm.
Jay, what do you think about this game, man?
Um, it felt like the 49ers played a really sloppy game.
Yeah,
Like
man.
they kind of let the Falcons off the hook a lot of times. Turnovers and just not being efficient. Um, Mariota again, part of the theme. Mariota, yeah, how many yards he throw for? It was
He threw for 129.
129 yards,
Yeah.
and they won by what's that?
Two,
Two touchdowns.
Yeah, by 2 touchdowns.
Um, that's crazy. And so
Yeah.
that defensive score that they had, that kind of put them over the top.
Yeah.
But shoot, that was a surprising game. I didn't think that the Falcons would even being at home.
So
I didn't think they pull it out.
So I'm assuming the defense scored 2 touchdowns then.
Defense scored one
One?
touchdown, and Mariota, I think he ran for
he threw he ran for 1, threw for 2.
yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, Mariota he accounted for 3 of them. Yeah, it's just sloppy play from the
Yeah.
49ers, and the Falcons are surprising. Everybody counted the Falcons
Yeah.
out like they were going to be the first overall pick, and shoot, they've been playing hard for their coach.
Yeah, man. In the first quarter it was 14-0. Atlanta had a 14,
Mm-hmm.
and then the Seahawks.
The
No, the 49ers.
49ers,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. Yeah, the 49ers put a 14-7. Yeah, 14, and then the Falcons put 7, and then from there, man, San Francisco just didn't score at all, man, and the Falcons just dominated that game. I see.
Kyle Pitts finally got his
First
his
touchdown.
first touchdown.
Yeah.
Week 6.
Man.
Finally, and then but he still didn't have a great game.
No.
Of course, he scores a touchdown when I have to play him in fantasy, but
Yeah.
it never fails.
Yeah, man. All right, so let's move on, man. Let's go on to the other game right here, man. We got the New England Patriots at the Browns. Final score 38-15. New England wins this game right here. Some game leaders right here. Let's go with some stats. Zep, he threw 34, completed 24, 309 yards with 2 touchdowns. Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
And Stevenson, he carried the ball 19 times, 76 yards with 2 touchdowns. Not bad at all. And then your top receiver was Parker, 4 catches, 64 yards. And then we go to the Brown side. Brissett threw for 45, completed 21, 266 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions. Nick Chubb, he carried the ball 12 times, 56 yards. And your top receiver was Peoples. Um, he catched the ball 4 times for 74 yards. Total yardage for the Patriots, 399. The Browns, 324. Time of possession, New England, 35 minutes. And the Browns, 24. Turnovers, New England only had 1. Cleveland had 4. And so that right there, Jay, puts New England at 3-3, last in the division. And that puts Cleveland 2-4, third in the division. Yeah, man. This right here was a surprising game. I thought the Browns was going to win this game right here.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna win too.
Yeah, but New England came in here, dominated the Browns, man, which I'm glad
Oh yeah,
because the Texans have their picks.
picks galore.
As of right now, I want to say the Texans have the sixth pick, and the Browns they have the ninth pick.
Okay,
So right
so
now,
two top 10 picks.
two top 10 picks
Shoot,
as
I
of right
take,
now.
I take it.
Yeah, so
I will
absolutely.
take it.
So yeah, man. So what do you think about this game, Jay?
Uh, Zappy played as well as you could hope. He averaged 9.1 yards a pass, took care of the ball, no interceptions, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Like, um, I I don't know if you turn the keys back over to Mac Jones because Mac Jones wasn't playing this well
Mm,
whenever before he got hurt. He was
yeah.
handing the ball to the other team. Zappy's been he's been playing pretty well, which is surprising. He's a late round draft pick. Um, but New England just their defense just took over.
Yeah.
So Cleveland is a running team.
Stop the run.
Stop the run.
Yeah, man. May
Make,
Brissett
yeah,
throw 45 times.
yeah, 45 times.
Yeah.
He averaged 5.9 to throw. I don't know what Cleveland is doing with Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt for the last 3 or 4 weeks has been like a non-factor.
Yeah.
So he 4 carries for Kareem Hunt, 12 yards.
Yeah.
They're not even passing it to him. Like he has 0 receptions. They're either gonna trade him or just waste his year.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Chubb only had 12 carries, man, and it's not like the game got away from early.
No, it didn't.
I think the game got away from him
In the second half.
second half.
Yeah.
Kareem Hunt. I mean, Nick Chubb should have 12 carries in the
For first half.
First half.
Not overall the whole
Right.
game. It's like they abandoned the running game.
And so that's what Belichick does. He takes your strength away and makes you try to win the game with Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah. And come on, I mean, he's Brissett. You know,
Yeah.
he's a journeyman.
Yeah.
There's a reason why he wasn't a big starter. You know,
Right.
he's a gap quarterback, man, but he's not a franchise quarterback.
Yeah, he's just holding his seat until the nasty man gets back.
That's the nasty
The
man.
nasty man, Sean Watson.
Yeah, man. So overall, man, like this is a game. I was surprised that it went this. You know, the Patriots scored that many points. I thought it was gonna be a close game, man. But yeah, it just the Browns have studs in that team also. You know, so hey, man, Belichick just expose your team, stop
Yeah.
the running.
Yeah.
As of right now, you know. So not till you get Deshaun back over there. This is another game right here, man. Surprisingly, also, man, we talking about the Jets at Green Bay. This is a game, Jay, that I didn't expect the way the way it ended it, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I think we have to ask ourselves, man, is the Jets real or the fake?
The Jets have a super talented team.
Mm.
They're more talented than the Packers. I could say that.
Yeah. Absolutely, man.
Maybe on both sides of the ball.
That being said, bro, final score was 27-10. Packers lose this one. Jets with a surprising win right here in Lambeau with the win. Real quick, let me go to some team stats. Let's go to game leaders. So, passing. Wilson, he threw 18, completed 10, 110 yards. Russian, Hall carried the ball 20 times, 116 yards, and one touchdown. Have a day, my man.
Mm-hmm.
Receiving, Davis, 2 catches, 52 yards. Now let's go to the Packers side. Rogers threw for 41, completed 26, 246 yards, one touchdown. Russian, Dylan, 10 carries, 41 yards. And your top receiver from the Packers, I want to say he's the tight end, Tanyan.
Yeah, Tiny. Yeah.
10 catches, 90 yards. To some team stats. Total yardage, the Jets, 278. Same thing as for the Packers, 278.
Hmm.
And turnovers, Jets had 0, Green Bay had 1. Time of possession, Green Bay had 31 minutes, and the Jets had 28. So that right there puts the New York Jets at 4-2, second in the division. And that puts Green Bay 3-3, second in their division. I promise you, I did not see the Jets,
No.
Being this high as of right now. But the Jets are very surprising right now. I wouldn't say it's mostly their defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The defense held it down. They were helped out by the Packers' offense being trash too.
Absolutely.
Like the first half of this game was almost unwatchable. It was just it was 0-0 for the majority of the time. I think
Yeah.
the Packers finally got a field goal at the end of the half, and it was just it was bad offense. I'll
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah, so this game right here, man, put me to sleep the first half.
Yeah, that was
Just put me to sleep. It's kind of the reason why I showed up late yesterday. So yeah, man. So that put me right to sleep, man. But I don't know, man. Like I don't know how to feel about Rogers right now, man. I'm just saying, WTF?
yeah.
What's going on with that dude, man?
It's he's on the other side of the hill. He's down. He's declining, and the offensive weapons just there's nobody he can trust. You
Mm,
got rid of Devontae Adams. Randall Cobb got hurt in the
yeah,
game,
he
and
did.
then it was all downhill. They ran AJ Dillon a lot, but it wasn't effective. Um, I can say that the Jets are a better team than the Packers, which is crazy.
Yeah.
They killed that draft, and so we talked about the other yesterday with Sauce Gardner
Oh, that cheese head.
the cheese head
Yeah.
running around Lambeau.
Yeah, and then going into the tunnel, I don't know who was it that just flicked off his head.
But it was funny because he ran by him, he flicked it off his head, he just kept running.
Yeah.
He didn't even stop to talk to him. They didn't talk trash.
Yeah.
He just flicked the cheese head
He
off
said,
his head.
all
And
right,
just
all right,
kept
it's
going.
over, it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But yeah, um, I'm surprising, man. So, like I said, man, so that puts the Packers in second place right now in that division, man. So, me and DC picked the Vikings to win that division, anyways, man. We knew
Mm-hmm.
when Adams left that team, he was gonna take a hit, but I didn't know it was gonna be this bad, man. To be honest with you,
Yeah, I was with you on that one.
yeah. So moving on, man. We have. Hold on, give me a second right here. We have the Jaguars at the Colts on this one right here. This one right here was a divisional game, very close. Hold on, give me a second. So, final score 27-34. The Colts win this game right here. And we're going to go to some game leaders. Let's start with the Jaguars. Lawrence, he threw for 22, completed 20, 165 yards, one touchdown. Your top rusher was Emmett Jr., 10 carries, 86 yards. Your top receiver was Jones, 5 catches, 42 yards. Going to the Colts side, Matt Ryan threw for 58 times, completed 42,
Oof.
389 yards with 3 touchdowns. Have a day, my man, on that one, bro. And then your top rusher was Jackson because Haynes and Jonathan Taylor were out in this game.
Mm-hmm.
So they went to the third string running back, carried the ball 12 times, 42 yards, 1 touchdown. Top receiver Pittman, 13 catches, 134 yards. Have a day right there, man. I had this dude on fantasy as well.
Mm-hmm.
Team stats, total yardage. The Jaguars had 379. The Colts had 434 turnovers. The Jacksonville had one. Colts had zero. Time of possession. Jacksonville 31 minutes, and Colts had 28, and that puts the Colts at 3-2-1, and that puts Jacksonville 2-4. Colts second in the division, and Jacksonville third now. What do you think about this game, Jay?
I kind of followed it through the box score and through the highlights. Start paying attention at the last drive.
Yeah,
Matt Ryan came through.
yeah, he did, man.
It they looked like they were gonna end up losing that one, but they completed a big pass to Alec Pierce for his first touchdown. Uh, AFC South the game actually seemed like a pretty entertaining game.
Yeah, it did.
Trevor Lawrence is still an enigma. I'm still not sure. 20 of he completed 20 of 22 for 165 yards. Um, I'm still not sure how he's gonna end up. He's got to put up some better stats than that, but they still somehow put up 27 points.
Yeah,
It seemed like pretty entertaining game. Just catching the end of it. That was a amazing throw to Alec Pierce for that touchdown, though.
mm.
And I have no idea how that corner gets beat like that to lose the game. But yeah, uh, Colts probably taking that step forward to now they're gonna get on a roll and they're gonna be competitive in the AFC South.
Yeah. Man, I see that Lawrence got sacked for 4 times, man, and Matt Ryan got sacked zero. And in a quarterback rating, man, that game Lawrence had 113 and Matt Ryan had 107.
So rating wise, which isn't always the best way to kind of judge a quarterback.
Yeah,
So Lawrence had a decent quarterback rating, but still not enough.
yeah,
And they need another weapon.
yeah,
I'm just looking at the passing leaders that they have in Zay Jones and Ingram, Kirk. They need another big time weapon uh, on their squad.
mm-hmm.
They need to try to get DJ Moore, which we're gonna talk about later.
Yeah, absolutely. We can talk about that later. Um, Also, I see Christian Kirk. He fumbled the ball, and then also, what's his name?
Etienne,
Yeah, ATN.
yeah,
Yeah, he also fumbled the ball, man. So yeah, man, just you gotta take care of that damn ball, man. All right, moving on. Let's go to the Vikings at the Dolphins. Um, so Bridgewater played on this game. Final score, 24-16. Vikings win this game right here. Some stats real quick. Let's go to the Vikings side. Kirk Cousins threw for 30, completed 20, 175 yards, 2 touchdowns. Rushing, Devin Cook carried the ball 13 times, 77 yards, 1 touchdown. And your top receiver, Justin Jefferson, 6 catches, 107 yards. And now to the Miami Dolphins. Bridgewater threw for 34, completed 23, 329 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. and your top rusher was Morset. He carried the ball 14 times, 49 yards, and your top receiver was Hill, 12 catches, 177 yards. Team stats: Minnesota total yardage 234. Jay, listen to this, man. Miami had in total 458 yardage, but only put up 16 points. Time of possession: Miami had 35 minutes. Vikings only had 24. So that right there puts Minnesota at 5-1, number one in the division, and that puts Miami 3-3, number three in the division. What do you think about this game, Jay?
Um, Minnesota got a good win in that they needed to have. The weird thing about this game is Skylar Thompson actually started in front of Bridgewater and he got knocked out of the game.
Really?
And then so they put Bridgewater back in the game. Um, which they so Miami's having a terrible time trying to keep healthy quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And it's starting to show. But those receivers, Hill and Waddle, man, they both went off.
Yeah.
12 for 177 for Hill, 6 for 129. Man, you would think they would have 28 points in that game just by looking at their stats.
Absolutely, man.
And Kirk Cousins is just doing enough just to get by.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, the theme, 175 yards passing. I don't know. It might just be me, but all these sub 200-yard games for these quarterbacks is kind of alarming. Maybe defenses just figured out how to stop because it's an offensive game. Is what I'm trying to get to. You're supposed to get close to 300 yards, 300 yards passing. And most of these teams are barely getting 200.
Yeah.
But Justin Jefferson went off, so yeah, Kirk Cousins did enough to they did enough to get by.
Yeah. So what I'm seeing here also, man, I'm seeing that Waddle fumble.
Mm-hmm. That was a big fumble.
Yeah, that was a big fumble right there. He lost it. He didn't recover that one back. So they had two fumbles on that game. You gotta take care of the ball, man, and also I see that right here that the defense side from Minnesota, man, like it looked like they had a lot of hits on the quarterback, man.
Mm-hmm.
You have in total 13 hits on the quarterback compared to Miami. Miami only had 7.
So if Miami wants to do anything, they gotta protect their quarterback, obviously, because every game it seems like they're dropping like flies.
Yeah.
And to get hit 13 hits on your quarterback, and you don't have a Josh Allen. You got these little Skylar Thompson, Tua, Teddy Bridgewater. These aren't big Cam Newton like.
No.
So they got to get better protection. And then my last thing is Mike Gesicki. Did you see his touchdown dance?
Man,
he's got to stop, bro.
That man should not be dancing.
He's got to stop,
especially when you're losing like that, bro.
He keeps trying to do the gritty, and it looks worse every time he does it.
So I see that. I understand why he did the gritty, bro, because you got Justin Jefferson on the other side.
Yeah.
You know, he's the creator, but between him and Chase, you know,
they made it popular. Yeah.
Yeah, they're the ones that made it popular. You know, coming out from New Orleans, but that man has no business doing that, man. Especially in the fourth quarter when you're behind already and you doing that. And I was like, man, sit your ass down, man.
Yeah,
you know,
he's just waiting to get that off. That's all he wants to do is get that whack ass gritty off.
Yeah, I mean, like I try to do the gritty myself, and I know I should never show that to anybody, bro.
I've never tried to do it.
No?
That's the one. Like in my mind, I'm always like, I can do that, but I'm not gonna try to get my body to move like that. I'm cool.
Nah, you see, like you know, like I feel like I had good tapping skills, man, but I was like, nah,
nobody's gonna see this.
No one's gonna see this besides myself, man. But yeah, dude. So I get it, man. Miami has a talented roster, man. But if you don't have a good, solid quarterback,
Yeah.
you don't need an elite quarterback in this team, obviously. But you need a good, healthy one, man. But if you can't take care of the ball, man, obviously teams gonna come in here and dominate. Oh, d- did you saw the temperature on this game?
No.
So on the so they played in Miami.
Right.
Miami's bench was at 90 degrees,
Okay.
and the Vikings bench was at like 110, 120
Yeah.
degrees
That.
because they have the sun hitting them,
Yeah.
you know.
That's
And
that's the smartest thing they could do is build it right to where the sun is just focused right on the opponent.
yeah,
The whole game.
the whole game.
It's just beating down the opponent.
And also, you know those fans that they have to cool them down.
Yeah.
You know that they're throwing them spritz.
Yeah, the
So
mist and shit.
I didn't know this, man, but I didn't know if if the home team is not using it, the visiting team can't use it.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't know about
yeah.
that. So yeah, so you got these northern teams coming down to this humidity ass,
Yeah.
part of the country,
Yeah.
and they can't survive there. But obviously they did because they won the fucking game.
Yeah.
So that
They,
didn't
they
matter, man.
overcame it.
Yeah, man. But I just wonder if the league's gonna step in and say something about that.
Nah, I like the fact that you can do that and have an actual
Yeah.
home field advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I like that too, man. But you know how it is nowadays, man.
Because now look, when the Dolphins in December, Dolphins gonna have to go up to Buffalo. They can't be like,
Yeah.
oh well,
Yeah.
yeah. Let me complain about how cold it is. I'm like, you made us play in the swamp. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, man. All right, moving on, dude. We have the Bengals at the New Orleans Saints. Talking about homecoming for a bunch of Bengals.
Yeah, a bunch of Bengals.
Bunch of Bengals going back home. We have let me go right here to some stats real quick. Final score was 30-26. The Bengals coming to New Orleans and gave them a good game, man. It looks like the Bengals came up on this one towards the end, Jay.
Mm-hmm.
So some stats real quick. Passing, let's start with the Bengals. Joe Burrow threw for 37, completed 28, 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. Have a day, my man. And then we go to rushing. Mixon, he carried the ball 8 times, 45 yards. Obviously, there was a more passing game.
Mm-hmm.
And we go to receiving side. Jamar Chase, 7 catches, 132 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Oof.
Have a day, my man. Now back to the Saints side. Dalton, he threw for 32, completed 17, 172 yards and 1 touchdown. Kamara finally carried the ball 19 times, 99 yards.
Yep.
And but that's just rushing. I want to check out later his receiving yards. Your top receiver was Smith, 3 catches, 43 yards, 1 touchdown. Team stats: Cincinnati, they threw in total yardage 348. New Orleans 399. Time of possession: New Orleans 32 minutes. Cincinnati 27. Turnovers: Cincinnati had 1. Saints had 0. So that puts Cincinnati at 3-3, 2 in the division. That puts the Saints 2-4, 3rd in the division. What do you think about this game, Jay?
I gotta give the props to New Orleans. They were down some big weapons. It seemed like all of the receiving weapons were down. No Thomas, no Olave, no who's the receiver they recently got from Cleveland?
Oh, Jarvis.
Jarvis Landry. Yeah,
Jarvis
no Landry, and a bunch of no
man,
names.
bro, that's your first, second, third receiver.
Yeah, and a bunch of no names. So leading Traquan Smith, Marcus Callaway, like Marquise
Callaway, man, he still plays for the team.
Yeah, he should be on the bench, but he's contributing. So I gotta give them props. They came out really strong.
Yeah.
The Bengals had to come back, and it's kind of like a pride game for the Bengals because they have so many Louisiana cats on their team that they were like, "Nah, we gotta show up. We got a family at this game."
And they won the championship at the stadium.
Yeah, Joe Burrow came in with Jamar Chase's jersey on, looking all
Mm-hmm.
swaggy.
Yeah.
So, and then Jamar Chase went off. So in front of his family
Yeah.
and friends, which is good to see. Um, it's
Seven
just
catches, 132 yards with two
two
touchdowns, bro.
touchdowns
Bro,
at
he showed
home.
up that game.
Yeah, as he should. Um, but I do have to give them props. I didn't think New Orleans was going to be once I saw the inactive list. I didn't think New Orleans had a chance.
Mm-hmm.
They actually were up. The Bengals had to come back. Bengals finally starting to look like something. Uh, look similar to how they looked last year.
Yeah.
To end the season. But yeah, entertaining game. It's always good to see a hard fought game in New Orleans.
Joe Burrow played a clean game, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, he threw for 37, completed 28.
had a rushing touchdown in there
Yeah,
too. So yeah,
absolutely, man. Sheesh. Absolutely, man. Like I like the fact that the Bengals, like we said, they have a lot of ties to Louisiana, especially New Orleans.
mm-hmm.
They went in there, bro. To today was like a homecoming game.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure we saw a lot of LSU uniforms out there, man.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, that was a good game right there. So moving on, Jay. Ravens at the Giants. Final score 24-20. Giants win this one right here, Jay. Um, real quick with some game leaders right here. Passing from the Baltimore side. Lamar Jackson, 32. He threw the ball 32 times, completed 17, 210 yards, one touchdown, one interception. The top rusher was Drake, 10 carries, 119 yards, and one touchdown. Have a day right there. Top receiver, it's Mark Andrews, 7 catches, 106 yards, and one touchdown. Man, have a
That
day,
boy's a
bro.
beast.
And remember, this is a tight end.
Yeah.
All right. Now to the Giant side, Jones. Uh, he threw 27, completed 19, 173 yards, two touchdowns. Utah rusher, Saquon Barkley, carried the ball 22 times, 83 yards, one touchdown. Have a day right there. And your top receiver was Billinger, uh,
Yeah.
5 catches, 38 yards, one touchdown. Total yardage, Baltimore, 406 yards. The Giants, 238. Time of possession, Baltimore, 28 minutes, and the Giants had 31. Turnovers, Baltimore had 2, Giants had 1. So that puts Baltimore at 3-3, they're number 1 in the division, and that puts the Giants 5-1, 2 in the division. Jay, what's your thoughts on this game right here, bro?
So I gotta give props out first. Dayball is doing a hell of a job coaching them.
Yeah.
The in reality, the Giants aren't a good squad. Like if you look at their receivers, their tight ends,
Yeah.
you got um Daniel Jones's legs, you got Saquon Barkley's legs, and you got Dayball calling a hell of a game.
Mm-hmm.
Like his play calling has been crazy, crazy good. Um, I, a lot of times where you watch the game, you can kind of feel what's coming up,
Yeah.
and Dayball always just he switches it up, so it's entertaining to watch. That the play calling, they're doing a whole bunch, a lot of gimmick stuff with the Wildcat, a lot of stuff to their quick little outlets, but it's working.
Yeah.
They're playing hard as hell for Dayball. The Giants have the Giants don't look like the Giants of old. They look like they got some backbone now.
Yeah.
And then we got to go to the Ravens. They pissed me the hell off. They never could quite get control of the game, and they're hurting for receivers.
Yeah.
Every freaking pass was to a tight end. It's ridiculous. Like,
all right. So besides Mark Andrews, he only targeted 10 He targeted 10 more times
Mm-hmm.
to 8 different receivers.
And
He targeted Andrew for 7 times,
yeah,
and everybody else 2, 3, 2,
yeah.
1, 1.
And then so likely was is the other tight end. If Andrews wasn't open, he was not throwing it to a damn receiver.
He was just running
He
it
he was either running it or it was Andrews all or nothing.
because Lamar Jackson carried the ball 7 times, got 77 yards.
Yeah. So I
That's
mean,
him. That's him rushing it.
yeah.
Yeah,
So that's good, but again, we're gonna talk about this again later. That's another DJ Moore team. Um, they need to do something to bring in some receiver talent because
yeah,
they should have won this game if they had any kind of separation from the receivers. And then Lamar got sloppy at in the fourth quarter. That fourth quarter loss was on him
yeah.
mostly because he just. I guess it does catch up to you not having any receivers that you
Hmm.
can just dink, drop the ball off to. But yeah, that's on Lamar, and then we gotta talk about the Ravens' defense is atrocious. They're boring. They don't do anything. They can't cover. So
Yeah,
good win by the Giants. Nobody thought they'll be 5-1.
yeah, absolutely. When we talked about this yesterday, man, like it's crazy how no one expected that to
Yeah,
happen, man.
no,
I'm pretty sure in the beginning of the season, I thought that the Eagles were going to be the second team, man. But it's funny that they're number one and the Giants are
the
number
Giants are
two.
number two. I
Yeah.
think they come back to earth a little bit, but right now,
So you're saying that like right now the Giants has just been lucky?
not lucky. They've been opportunistic. Like it, all their games have been close,
Yeah.
and somehow they pull it out in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
They all they want to do is stick to you, like tug on your shirt, and then in the fourth quarter they pull you back so they can get in the lead, and that's how they're winning games.
Yeah.
Crazy stat is uh I saw this somewhere. I think this is the first time Lamar Jackson has lost to a team from the NFC.
Really?
I'm not 100% sure,
Damn.
but I did see that somewhere where that's his first NFC loss in his career. I want to go back to check that, but if that's true, that's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
That is crazy.
That is crazy right there, man. All right. So moving on, man. Let's go. Let's talk about the Buccaneers at the Steelers. They didn't expect this score right here.
Hell
18
no.
to 20. Steelers win with the upset on this one. Game leaders passing. You had Tom Brady he threw for 40, completed 25, 243 yards, 1 touchdown. Top rusher from the Buccaneers, Fournette, 21 carries, 63 yards. Your top receiver, Godwin, came back in this game right here. 6 catches, 95 yards. Now let's go back to the Steelers. Trubisky, I didn't know he was going to play this game. He threw for 12, completed 9, 144 yards, 1 touchdown. Your top rusher, Harris, 14 carries, 42 yards. Your top receiver, 6 catches, 96 yards, and 1 touchdown. That's Claypool.
Hmm.
Team stats, total yardage. The Buccaneers had 304. Steelers had 270. No turnovers in this game. Time of possession, Buccaneers 30 minutes. And you had Steelers with 29. And Tampa Bay, that puts Tampa Bay now at 3-3. They're number one in the division, and that puts Pittsburgh at 2-4. What do you think about this game, Jay?
It's crazy. It seems like every team is either 3-3 or 2-4, 2-4. Um, Trubisky came off the bench, and maybe that's his perfect role. Just come off the bench and start chunking the ball.
So yeah, so I see here that Pickett,
Yeah,
um,
he went out.
yeah, he went out. Pickett threw for 18, completed 11 for 60. 67 yards, and yeah, so I guess he went out, but he had one touchdown as well.
Yeah, he touchdown to Najee Harris. I think he had a concussion also. You know, they're being real careful with these concussions now.
Yeah, man.
Um, it's surprising. I didn't see much of the game. I kind of had it in the corner of my eye while we were at the bar.
Yeah.
But Brady was getting on his team. That dude is frustrated. He was like, what that meme say? I didn't leave my family for this.
Yeah. Yeah. So we saw this meme on Twitter. Just to give y'all like a little image. Tom Brady's yelling as an O lineman.
Yeah.
He said, "I didn't leave my wife and my kids for this." No shades toward him. I'm just, this is just something fun. It's not nothing personal, man. But we gotta find the humor and stuff sometimes in life. But yeah, when we saw that, man, me and Jay started laughing our asses off, man.
But surprising game, and we'll see how the rest of the year shakes out. But I don't know about this Buccaneers. I think they're still top 4 or 5 in the NFC.
Yeah.
That just shows you how weak the NFC is. But I'm surprised they lost to Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Of course. I still think the Buccaneers are gonna make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And they're gonna win the division, not unless if one of the key players get hurt, which
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about Brady. But besides that, yeah, man, it's like you said, like it lets you know the NFC is kind of off right now, man.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking about that, man, let's go on to the Panthers at the Rams. Final score 10-24. Rams win this one at home. Game leaders, real quick from the Panther side, Walker. Um, so he's the back. He's the backup. He's the third string quarterback because first you have Sam Donald, and you have Baker,
Yep.
and then Walker. So he's your third string quarterback. He threw for 16, completed 10, 60 yards. I'm pretty sure Baker started off this game. I'm gonna check real quick.
Not.
Or was it Sam Donald?
No, I think he started. I thought he started. Yeah, we didn't check, but I
Yeah,
thought he
yeah.
started.
So your top rusher was McCaffrey, 13 carries, 69 yards, and your top receiver also McCaffrey, 7 catches, 89 yards. And now going on to the Rams side, Stafford, he threw for 33, completed 26, 253 yards, one touchdown, one interception. Your top rusher Henderson carried the ball for 12 times, 43 yards, one touchdown. Your top receiver Cup, 7 catches, 80 yards. Time of possession, total yardage. Carolina had 203. The Rams had 360. Turnovers, both teams had one. Time of possession, Panthers, 22 minutes. The Rams, 37. So that puts Carolina at 1-5, last in the division. That puts the Rams at 3-3, tied with 49ers Seattle. But technically, they're second in the division.
Mm-hmm.
Jay, what do you think about this game right here, man?
The real story came like most of the time off the field. So before the game, Cam Akers, they said Cam Akers was going to be inactive for the game for personal reasons. So
Mhm.
Jay Glazer said that they're trying to trade Cam Akers.
Yeah.
I guess he's frustrated with his role in the offense, so he might have flipped out and requested a trade. Then you got the trade rumors with pretty much everybody on the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
It seems like there's a rumor for everybody. There's a rumor that DJ Moore is going to get traded.
Christian McCaffrey.
McCaffrey. The nose tackle they got Brown was gonna get traded, and so the rest of the league is kind of monitoring their situation. They said
Derek Brown.
yeah, Derek Brown. So
Yeah.
they said that they want multiple first round picks for Christian McCaffrey, which is crazy.
With
They're-
that contract?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're not getting a
right.
contract and multiple first round picks. But what's weird is if Christian McCaffrey was to get traded, I just thought about that. Trade him to the Rams. trade Christian McCaffrey to the Rams. Rams don't care about first round picks.
Yeah, but I don't think they have any though.
Yeah,
That's
that
the
is
thing.
good. I mean, in a few somewhere they have to have some
There's
first
a
round
reason
picks
why they don't care for him because they don't have
because they
any.
keep throwing them away. That's a good point.
You know, we talked about, we could see Christian McCaffrey go to the Bills.
Yeah.
The Bills need to run a game. Pretty sure like they're in a win mode right now, man,
Mhm.
and that'd be a top addition right there, man.
Yeah.
And then we go back to DJ Moore. Plenty of teams that need a wide receiver.
Yes.
We mentioned your Cowboys.
Cowboys could look if
The
they're
Ravens.
serious. The Cowboys should try to get them. The Ravens, the Packers.
Yes, the
There's
Packers. Yeah,
it's a bunch of teams that could try to get DJ Moore. The Giants.
Giants.
If the
Yeah,
Giants got DJ Moore, I'll be
pissed.
I'll be pretty mad, pretty scared, because that'll make their offense legitimate.
Yeah,
And then in this game, there's even more off-field stuff. Robbie Anderson beefing with the coaches. He got sent off in the middle of the game.
mm-hmm.
So, the game was, the game was sloppy. Matt Stafford is addicted to giving defenses touchdowns.
Yeah,
Like, I think that's his third or fourth defensive score he's given up this year. Their offense isn't anything special right now outside of Cooper Cup, which is that dude's incredible.
yeah. Allen Robinson, bro, 5 catches, 63 yards, 1 touchdown.
He woke up. He woke up in the offense finally.
Yeah.
But that might be the last time you see him for the year, to be honest.
So yeah, man. So do you think the Rams gonna make the playoffs, bro?
Rams are sitting at
3-3.
three
I
and
mean,
three.
but they're tied with Seattle, which I didn't expect that to happen.
Yeah.
And then and that Arizona's right behind them, man. Arizona's right there at 2-4.
I think they've got talent. They'll make a push in the second half. Yeah.
But do you see them? Do you see them winning the division?
Yeah, I think they can win the division.
Okay.
They're better than their division. They're well. Let me take that back.
You got 49ers.
49ers are better. Oh man, I don't. They should be better, but it's tough. Right now, I would have 49ers winning that division.
Okay.
Now that I think of it.
Good. All right, man. Well, that being said, man, speaking of the NFC West, let's move on to a divisional game. The Cardinals at the Seahawks. Final score 9-19. Seahawks win this one right here. Real quick, let me go to the team stats. Your game leaders, Murray, he threw for 37, completed 23, 222 yards, 1 interception. Also, your top rusher was Murray. 10 carries, 100 yards, no touchdown. Top receiver was Ertz, 7 catches, 70 yards. Now moving on to the Seahawks. Geno Smith threw for 31, completed 20, 197 yards. Top rusher, Walker, the third. This is pretty good. 21 carries, 97 yards, and 1 touchdown. Have a day right there. And top receiver wasn't a receiver, it was a tight end. Fant, 6 catches, 45 yards, no touchdown. Total yardage, the Arizona threw total yardage 315 yards. The Seahawks 297. How the hell you have 315 yards and only have 9 points? That's crazy, man. Time of possession, Arizona had 30 minutes, and then Seahawks had 29. Turnovers, Arizona had 2, Seahawks had 1. So that puts Seattle at 3-3, and that puts Arizona 2-4. So that puts Seattle third in the division, and that puts Arizona last in the division. What do you think about this game, Jay?
Story is probably Arizona. Arizona is I don't know why Arizona feels like they should be an elite team every year,
Yeah,
and they just underachieve. This year started early. Usually, they underachieve after October,
yeah,
but now they start a little bit earlier. Um, you can either have Cliff Kingsbury or Kyler Murray. You can't have both of them. It's just not going to work in this league.
mm,
And they showed that um, over the long haul, it's just not a good pairing with them. It's probably going to be Cliff Kingsbury. He's going to have to be the one to go, and they're going to have to get a real offense in there because Kyler running his ass off for 9 points is kind of crazy against a Seattle defense that
yeah,
everybody's whooping up on. That's like playing a high school team on defense, pretty
yeah,
much. Seattle, but Gino came to play. Gino's been pretty consistent, and like I said earlier, the Seahawks are a competitive team. They're gonna be in all these games.
yeah,
I don't think they're good, but they're gonna be competitive.
yeah, absolutely. Uh, Also, the Seahawks have, and or at least in the offensive side, they have studs, and
Yeah,
of those two wide receivers back there with Lockett and
and
McCaff.
yeah,
So
and then Kenneth Walker
yeah, Kenneth Walker,
get pretty
yeah,
good
as
running
well,
back.
yeah, the rookie right there, man,
Hmm.
showing up. And then also, man, with the Cardinals, man, mind you, DeAndre Hopkins comes back next
Hmm.
week. So I don't know. I mean, like everybody's right there and within the division. The Cardinals only one game behind from everybody else.
Yeah, their
So
division's pretty. Again, NFC, everybody's there.
yeah,
Nobody's running away with it besides the Eagles. But
yeah, absolutely, man. And yeah, only 9 points, man, for the Cardinals, man. Yeah, Seattle just had their way with them, man. All right, so moving on, let's go to Buffalo.
oh, the game of the day.
The game of the day: Buffalo Bills at Kansas City. Final score 24-20. Bills win this one, Jay, 24-20.
Hmm.
Uh, we went out, watched this game. It was cool. Game leaders on this one, Allen, he threw 40, completed 27, 329 yards for 3 touchdowns. Have a day.
Yeah.
Top rusher, Stingley, carried the ball 17 times, 85 yards. Your top receiver, Diggs, 10 catches, 148 yards, 1 touchdown. Have a day, my man. Now to the Kansas City side. Mahomes, he threw also for 40, completed 25, 338 yards, 2 touchdowns, but 2 interceptions. So now we're moving on to top rusher, Edward Clyde. Carried the ball 9 times, 33 yards. And then your top receiver was Juju Smith, 5 catches, 113 yards, and 1 touchdown. Have a day right there, man. And team stats, real quick: total yardage, the Bills 443 yards, and Kansas City 387 yards. Turnovers, Buffalo only had one, Kansas City had two. Time of possession, Buffalo had 31 minutes, and Kansas City had 28. So that right there puts Buffalo at 5-1, number one in the division, and that puts Kansas City at 4-2, still holding down in the division in first place. Jay, what you thought about this game, man?
It was a very entertaining game, back and forth. It just seemed like Buffalo's the more complete team, so they just lasted out longer. Their defense, running game, Josh Allen, yeah, they're tough to defend. Like it would suck to try to defend Josh Allen. He's
Yeah.
either gonna run you over, jump over you, or he's
Oh
gonna
yeah, that jump,
yeah,
man.
or he's gonna pass it to Diggs and it's just gonna stick to his chest.
Or Davis.
Or Dave or Knox.
No,
There's a
yeah,
couple
yeah,
passes where Knox it was perfect placement. That Allen to Diggs connection's scary.
yeah,
They're looking like probably the best 1-2 punch
Yeah.
in the league right now. Like I said, the Buffalo is just more complete than Kansas City. Kansas City is good. They're missing something though. They're missing. It just doesn't feel like they're as dangerous as they were before. I don't want to blame it just not having Tyreek Hill, but
But they're missing a receiver.
yeah, they are
Yeah.
missing. They've got receivers. Like it's good to see that Juju showed up. He's not just a
TikTok star.
TikTok dancer or a decoy receiver.
Yeah.
But all they have right now is Travis Kelsey, who I to say who can you rely on?
Yeah.
You got Travis Kelsey
And that's it.
and Mahomes. That's it. That's all you can rely on. When you come to Buffalo, you can rely on Gabe Davis. He's gonna have a touchdown on a long game. You can rely on Stephon Diggs. We're gonna rely on even Singletary. Singletary's been playing well.
Yeah, 4 catches, 22 yards right there in
and
that
then-
game alone.
And then he provides a threat on the ground.
Yeah.
Again, that's another team that you could see maybe a McCaffrey going to or something like that, or that would be dangerous. But overall, it was an entertaining as hell game.
So all right, so let's say that DJ Moore gets plugged in with the Chiefs. Does DJ Moore become the number one receiver aside from Kelsey? We're talking about wide receivers. We're not talking about tight ends.
I would think he would. That the problem I'm having with DJ Moore now is it just Carolina's trash and they can't get him the ball, or has maybe he regressed a little bit? Because I think Carolina, the offensive system is just trash. Because there's no way DJ Moore should only have 3 catches for 7 yards or whatever he had. So I think he would be the number one receiver. But he would he would definitely provide a better threat than
Juju.
Well, Juju had a good game. I'm talking about the third and fourth receiver on the team, the Marquez Valdez-Scantling, the Sky Moores. That'd be an upgrade over both of those two.
Absolutely, yeah.
And then run after the catch potential.
Yeah. But all right, look. So DJ Moore hasn't had a good quarterback since what? What's old boy's name? Cam Newton.
And he wasn't even that good
He wasn't
they
even
were
that
playing.
good.
So yeah.
So imagine when you plug him in with the real elite quarterback with the Mahomes.
Yeah.
Man, I can only imagine how DJ Moore would look like in that type of offense like that, man.
And that would be a suitable replacement for what they lost with Tyreek.
Exactly.
He's not as fast, but get the ball in his hands, and he's still dangerous.
Yeah. No, you're right about that, man. All right. So moving on right here. Hold on. Give me 1 second real quick. All right, man. Unfortunately, Jay, we have to talk about this game, man. We are talking about the Cowboys at the Eagles. Are you ready for this one, bro?
Oh, yeah. Let's do
Okay.
it.
All right. Oh, no. Final score in this game was 17-26. The Eagles win this game right here with a divisional win. Real quick, some game leaders. Let's start with the Cowboys side. Rush. He threw for 38, completed 18, 181 yards, 1 touchdown. Unfortunately, 3 interceptions. Top rusher was Elliott. 13 carries, 81 yards, and 1 touchdown. That's the Elliott that we like to see, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your top receiver was C.D. Lamb. 5 catches, 68 yards, no touchdown. Now going to the Eagles side. Hurts. He threw for 25, completed 15, 155 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Let's go to the Russian. Sanders. 18 carries, 71 yards, 1 touchdown. The top receiver was A.J. Brown. 5 catches, 67 yards, and 1 touchdown. Total yardage. Dallas Cowboys had 315. The Eagles had 268. Turnovers, like I said, Dallas had 3, Philly had 0.
That was it.
Time of possession, Dallas, 25 minutes, Eagles 34. So, Jay, that puts the Eagles 6-0, puts them number 1, and that puts the Cowboys at 4-2, 3, and the third in the division. What you, what are your thoughts on this game, Jay? Which we went went to go see this the game at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, I know, man. Like when it comes to emotions, man. Like I get it, man. It's hard to see your team lose, especially in a divisional game in prime time, man. But what are your thoughts on this game, man?
It's weird because I'm weirdly more confident that if Dak plays, they're better than them. They're better than the Eagles. It, like,
So going in last week,
mhm.
you thought it was a good idea for him to play this game?
I would have played him the game
Yeah,
just because before you saw a throwing session when he did like 30 minutes of pregame throwing
yeah,
and his arm strength looked good.
yeah.
His grip, he said his grip was an A. I would have played him, but of course they went with Cooper Rush, and Cooper Rush it struck midnight on him.
Yeah,
He was having a Cinderella,
it was over at that time.
and he was getting away with a lot of BS.
Yeah,
It just finally caught up to him. So 3 interceptions. I think I think at one point in the game, it was like 5 out of 16 passes that Cooper Rush threw touched
yeah,
the Eagles defender. 5 out of 16 was touched by somebody on the Eagles.
yeah,
So it just showed me uh, if Dak gets back, Tyron was out. Dalton Schultz didn't play. I think I think the Cowboys are still better than the Eagles. So at the end of the night, going after like actually thinking about the game, I wasn't too mad. I was only disappointed in the first half
yeah,
with the defensive play calling.
yeah.
It seemed like the Eagles knew exactly what you wanted to do. They knew that you wanted to man up,
Man up, yeah,
straight up. So they did like little things to get flares out or sneak a receiver under a pick and score. So they did that a couple times with
yeah,
AJ Brown, and it took a quarter and a half for them to kind of figure out, hey, let's play some zone. We'll make it look like man, and then we'll play some zone. And Jalen Hurts isn't gonna pick you apart.
yeah.
Jalen Hurts had how many passing yards?
Jalen Hurts, he threw for 25, completed 15, and 155 yards.
Yeah, 155 yards. It was mostly on the ground.
Yeah,
So uh the first half of Dan Quinn's play calling kind of that kind of pissed me off. And then the other dude who really pissed me off was Jason Garrett before the game saying fly Eagles fly. So he just showed the sellout that he is. Now that he's on TV with these other clowns. But uh, uh the Eagles are a good team. They run a lot of college stuff. So they put it to them. I don't see them being able to beat the elite teams,
yeah.
the other elite teams, because they are a good team, but their offense is still kind of nothing special. I didn't see anything that made me too scared.
Do you think the Eagles are the best team in the NFC?
In the NFC, yes.
Yeah, okay. But
Second best
second,
is Cowboys with Dak.
yeah.
And again, look, they beat Cooper Rush by 9 points. I'm still not too scared of them. And they treated that like that was the damn Super Bowl.
So, all right, so get this, bro. Like, I'm pretty sure yesterday we didn't pay attention to this, but we kind of did at the same time. So, like you said, when the Cowboys abandoned the man coverage.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Eagles only put 6 points.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and that's in the second half. But then and that's when the Cowboys switched up. You know, playing more. You said zone.
Yeah.
They played more zone.
Mm-hmm.
That really shut the Eagles down.
Mm-hmm.
If the Cowboys would have gone there from zone from the get go,
Mm-hmm.
hey man, possibly the Cowboys could have won this game because each quarter besides the first one, Cowboys were put in 3-7-7.
Yeah.
You know, and also didn't help with the interceptions as well.
The interception like people are clowning the defense. The defense was put into some bad situations because Cooper Rush gave them two easy, three at the end, but two easy interceptions off the bat, and yeah, they're a good running team. They got a good offense. They got a mobile quarterback. They got quick running backs on the Eagles. So yeah, they're a good running team. To me, you focus on stopping the run, and then let's see what Jalen Hurts can do with his arm. And I didn't see anything too. So there's going to be a team that's going to be able to do that. I think the Cowboys can do it in they didn't have the Eagles didn't have to worry about a shootout.
Yeah,
they could run their BS offense.
Yeah.
And the best thing they did all night was that last touchdown they got where they drove down, they ran it down the Cowboys' throat, which was impressive. I'll give them that. But look, when Dak gets back, so here's the crazy part: the last two times the Eagles have beaten the Cowboys, can you guess the quarterbacks of the Cowboys?
The last two times?
Yeah. So they just beat Cooper Rush.
Okay.
And the other time they beat
the other quarterback I had.
You're not gonna get it. So I'm gonna give you the answer. So
hold on. You give me a hint, man. Give me a hint.
He's not on the team anymore.
What's that dude with the red hair?
Dalton.
Dalton, yeah.
No.
Okay.
They last time they beat the Cowboys is with Ben DiNucci.
Yeah, I wouldn't got that one.
and Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
That's it. So when Dak plays, he owns them. So look, Dak would have put a healthy Dak would have put more points up, forcing Jalen Hurts to try to use his arm.
Yeah.
He didn't have to use his arm. They used slants. They used misdirection in the first half, and so again, I'm weirdly not mad about this game. Only thing that annoyed me was the Eagles were celebrating like they won the NFC Championship. Them dudes was going crazy. I heard what's the Sirianni was like, how about them Eagles yelling, and he was telling them that's game FU and everything. I was like, all right, bro. You beat Cooper Rush by 9 points.
So we did talk about this, man. So in the beginning of the game, they had Mick Mills out there. They had
they pull out all the stops for
they
this
had the president's wife.
Yeah. First lady.
Yeah, the first lady. They had the first lady out there.
Yeah.
Of course, everybody from the studio said pick the Eagles.
Yeah.
I get it, bro. Like, yeah, like I understand myself, man. Like the Eagles are doing way too much right now.
I'm surprised they didn't do the Gatorade bucket over Sirianni's head the way they were acting. They're acting like, but I get it because combined we beat them by 45 points last year.
Yeah.
So just to get over the hump of seeing a star and beating it, that was their NFC Championship.
Well, you know what, man? I get it also from the Eagles side because they're feeling themselves as a city.
They are,
because Philadelphia, you know, their teams in the baseball teams in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know, and now you know their football team is 6-0.
Yeah.
You know, they're feeling themselves, man. You know, like I'm pretty sure any city would, man. Like, you know, there was a time I was feeling myself.
Yeah, but it's different whenever the Eagles, the Philly is the most annoying city. And they do all this macho fake stuff like Sirianni, fake tough guy.
Yeah.
He's got the most punchable face in the NFC in the NFL.
But you know one thing I like, bro? Do you know how many rushing yards the Cowboys had combined?
they're a running team, so they probably got 160.
134, bro. 134.
Oh yeah,
And the Eagles had 136.
which is surprising. I thought the Eagles had more.
Yeah, no. So that look. Remember when I told you, man? As long as the Cowboys run the
Yeah,
damn ball,
yeah,
they should have control of the game.
right.
The only thing that failed, like you said, was the defense. In the first half.
In the first half, their rushing defense was suspect. In the second half too,
Yeah,
because you knew all they had was the run.
yeah,
When it comes to the offense, keep the same philosophy with Dak, but
yeah,
Dak is more talented.
yeah.
Like, because the only way, every time it was a straight drop back for Cooper Rush, I was like, no, there's
The
no
play
way.
action worked.
The play action,
Yeah,
you run it. So every first down, I'm play action or giving it to
yeah,
Tony Pollard in some way,
yeah.
because he's the only.
Read option you got
Well, he's the only explosive player.
after the catch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that you got. So I'm play actioning all the time, and then they kept dropping back with Cooper Rush, and I just said, "There's no way."
man. I'm still thinking about that touchdown Zeke had, and me you were commentating on it.
So so they did a jet motion. They handed off to Zeke. Zeke sees the hole, and he's just high stepping.
Yeah.
He's like, "Please don't catch me.
Please don't catch me.
And
Please don't.
you see him leaning. He's like, "Oh, somebody's on my shoulder." Like Zeke just ain't got it anymore.
Yeah,
Not like that. He had a good game.
Yeah, no, he
don't get me
did.
wrong, but he's not explosive like that. You can see, and he knows it in his mind. He's like, "I'm gonna get caught at any second." He's like, "They're about to tackle. They're about to. Oh, they're not gonna tackle me. All right,
Yeah.
I'll high step into the end zone."
Oh man.
That shit was hilarious. You
Yeah,
could just
man,
like, please don't catch me. Please don't catch me.
No lie, man. In the first half of the game, man, I thought, oh shit, man, I think my boy Jaron's about to fucking flip this table, throw some dishes. Like, oh
It-
man,
Defensively, it was like that. I really want. I was like, how are y'all unprepared?
yeah,
And then Cooper Rush. This is what I thought Cooper. Like, remember week 1, I was like, oh, we're done,
yeah.
because this is the Cooper Rush I expected,
Mm.
and
But-
it took 5 more weeks for it to
Yeah.
show, but that's just enough time. He did. I give him. He got enough to where we're in a point where we're competitive,
Yeah,
and that comes back. We got the Lions and the Bears and the Packers. Those are winnable games.
yeah.
So we'll see what we can do, but it ended up being an entertaining night. And we're that close
Yeah, we're
because there's a fumble snap that close to getting that ball and going down. With our backup,
yeah,
with backups all over the offense, so I'm okay. I'll give the Eagles their props. They're doing freaking TikToks and Twitter videos and interviews. They're acting like that was the Super Bowl, but they're a good team, beatable team,
yeah.
and Dak wins that game. Dak wins that game by probably 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, sorry we had to talk about it, man, but we had to.
It's all good, bro. It's all good.
I get it, man. Like, because your team's up there, man. Like, it's a divisional game. Plus, with a team that's very competitive. Basically they're the top dogs right now. With 6-0, man. The only team undefeated, man.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to the weekly pick'em, man. All right, let's start off that Thursday night. We have the Saints at the Cardinals. So far, Arizona is favored to win this one right here. Not by much, about point and a half. Man, Saints and Cardinals, and they play in Arizona, and they're still not giving them much to win.
Hopkins comes back.
Hawkins
right?
comes back.
I'm gonna go Saints.
You go Saints on this one?
I'm so sour on the Cardinals. I'm gonna go Saints. We need to figure out what's going on with Jameis.
Winston?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to figure out what's going on with him. But I'm gonna go ahead and go Saints.
Saints. Okay. Man, on that one, I'm gonna take the Cardinals, man. I'm gonna take the Cardinals on that one. And then let's go to the Falcons at the Bengals. Cincinnati's favored to win this one by 6. Yeah, as the way it should be. The way they've been playing. So yeah, I'll take the Bengals on this one. Who you got, Jay?
Same Bengals.
Bengals. Then we have the Lions at the Cowboys. The Cowboys are favored to win this one by 7 as well. Give me the Cowboys, man. Dak comes back.
Yeah.
So yeah,
High scoring affair. Defense is gonna get to golf. Give me Cowboys also.
Cowboys, all right. And then we have the Colts at the Titans on this one. Um, the Titans are favored to win this one by 3. Let me see. Give me the Titans on this one as well, man. I'll take the Titans on this one because just we don't know if Jonathan Taylor comes back or not.
Where are they playing at?
In Tennessee.
Titans.
Titans, right?
Yeah, Titans.
All right, Packers at the Commanders. Green Bay's favored to win this one, hopefully. um, so yeah, give me the Packers on this one.
Yeah, Packers. If they don't win this, just throw that team away. It's at the Commanders. So.
Yeah. All right, now we have the Buccaneers at the Panthers. Panthers are picked to win this one by 10. Give me the Buccaneers.
Wait, you said the Panthers are they're
no, the
favorite?
No, the Buccaneers are favorite.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you said the Panthers are favored by 10. I was like, no. I'm putting money on that immediately.
no. Buccaneers are favored to win this one.
Yeah, but
by 10 points.
And I see that happening.
Yeah, Buccaneers. Absolutely. More than that, pretty sure Tom Brady's pissed off. He's going to take it on that poor bastard team. All right, then we have the Giants at Jacksonville. Jacksonville is favored to win this one by 3 points. I don't know about this one, man. You know what? Give me the Giants on this one.
Give me the Giants too. Giants keep rolling.
Yeah,
they're gonna be 6-1. It's disgusting.
I don't know how the hell the Jags are favored to win this one, man. That's crazy. By 3 points. All right, and then we have the Browns at the Ravens. Give me the Ravens on this one, man. They're favored to win by 6.5 points.
I'm with you, Ravens.
Yeah, Ravens. And then we have the Texans at the Raiders. Vegas is favored to win this one by 7. Go ahead and give me the Raiders on this one as well.
Give me the Raiders. This is a get right game for the Raiders.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we have the Jets at the Broncos. The Broncos are favored to win this one by 3 points. But you know what, man? Give me the Jets, bro.
Damn, you beat me to it. Give me the Jets.
Yeah, give me the Jets.
I'm liking
you know what? All right. No, never mind, man. I'm tired of giving the Broncos any love now, man. Like they've been very disappointing, man. So yeah. Speaking about the Broncos, man, you got the Seahawks at the Chargers on this one. The Chargers are favored to win this one by 7 points. Give me the Chargers, man. I'll take the Chargers on this one.
Yeah, home team, better quarterback.
Yeah.
Give me the Chargers also.
This one should be a good game right here, Jay. You have the Chiefs at the 49ers. The Chiefs are favored to win this one by 3 points. You know what? I'll still take the Chiefs on this one.
Yeah, we've been kind of lockstep. I'm going Chiefs also.
Yeah.
But I will put that on upset alert also.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be a good game.
49ers at home.
Yeah.
Has a chance to beat up the Chiefs.
Yeah. All right, man. Then we have Sunday Night Football, bro. The Steelers at the Dolphins. We don't know what.
Ew.
It's gonna be a boring.
It's disgusting.
It might be a boring game, but Miami's favored to win this one by 7 points. I agree with that. Hold on. Steelers, Miami has a better team. Yeah, give me Miami on this one, man.
Yeah, give me.
They're at home.
It's at night though.
It's at night.
Give me Miami. Give me Miami, but not by 7.
Now by 7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Miami by like 3 or 4.
All right, and then we have another sorry game for prime time. The Bears at the Patriots.
Why are the Bears in prime time so
And why
much?
the Broncos have so many primetime games as well?
Yeah, they got one tonight
Yeah,
too.
tonight. Yeah.
Well, everybody was high on they were a Super Bowl team.
Yeah,
I understand
man.
that, but the Bears, why the hell the Bears got back to back? I don't want to watch them at night.
And also the Patriots, bro. I get that they got nice defense, man, but it's not sexy, you know.
Nah, it's not. But
But besides that, the Patriots are favored to win this one by 7.5 points, and I agree with that. It's gonna be a defensive game, and the defense gonna have their way with Fields that day.
yeah,
So
he's gonna get beat up.
yeah, he is, man. Might get hurt as well. I don't hope that, but I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. And the bye week teams this week, Jay, is the Bills, Rams, Vikings, and Eagles.
Oh man, that's a lot of fantasy points that are gonna be on the bench.
Yeah, and I hope who I'm playing has all these
Yeah,
fuckers.
this would have been the week to play Crab
Yeah.
because I caught him on the wrong week.
Oh yeah, man.
What's crazy? So coming up next week? What's the game of the week for you out of all these matchups?
Okay, all right. Oh man, you know what? That's a good, like I said, Kansas City and 49ers.
I like that one.
That's gonna be a good one. Also, now this one's close to my heart. Ravens at the Browns because I want the Browns to lose because I need them. I need those picks. Which other one? Let me see.
I'm kind of excited to watch Seahawks Chargers.
Seahawks Chargers.
Yeah, it's a weird matchup, but I'm kind of excited to watch that one. Number one would be the Chiefs and the 49ers, but sneaky
Overall, okay,
yes,
yeah. For number
sneakily
2,
would be Seahawks Chargers for me.
okay. You know what? With that one, um, these are two teams that don't play each other that often.
Right.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's
Yeah,
it's a weird uniform matchup.
yeah,
Not something you see all the time.
yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. But I still take the Chargers on that one right there.
Mm-hmm.
Which other ones? Other than that, man, like I just want to know how many points the Raiders gonna put on the Texans.
I don't know. They just got rid of Easterby. That might change something in the Texans. I don't know. I'm just playing. And then Giants Jaguars.
Giants.
I want to watch the Giants because I think it's all a fluke.
Yeah,
I do think it's. I still in the back of my mind, it's like it's the Giants. It's Daniel Jones, but somehow they make an entertaining game. So I like watching the Giants.
yeah. And I get it. I know you want to see it because you want to see them lose because you want to be the first one to say, you see,
Yes,
they are who they.
yes, yeah. I do. I like being right, and I still think the
Just a matter of
Giants
time.
are a fluke.
But they're not gonna get it towards the Jaguars, bro. I'm sorry, man. The Jaguars are a fluke team also, but
Yeah,
the Giants are a better team than the
But
Jags.
I'm just saying, I'm tuning into every Giants game.
Yeah, I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you whatsoever. You want to jump on the fantasy real quick, Jay?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hold on, man. I have to get this ready, man. But while I do this, man, is there anything else you want to talk about?
So tonight's game, we got one more game tonight.
It's the
Broncos Chargers.
Broncos
We didn't cover that one yet. This actually might end up being a good game, division game. Last week we probably picked it, and we all probably picked the Chargers just based off how the Broncos look. And I'm still on that. That side. I want to see the Chargers take this, and then show that they're actually a good team. Right now they're 3-2, and again everybody seems like they're 3-2.
yeah. What's it called? Like, I think the Chargers gonna win on tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully it's a good night. I'm still waiting to see when Keenan Allen's gonna come back, man.
That dude's old. He ain't healing like he used to.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm just saying that because of my fantasy. But moving on. So to fantasy. Let's start with the quarterbacks. Who you think was the top quarterback of week 6?
Josh Allen.
No, man. So Josh Allen's number 3. Your top quarterback for fantasy was is Joe Burrow, 32 points.
Okay.
Matt Ryan with 27. Josh
Mm.
Allen with 26.
Mm.
Lawrence with 24, and Mariota with 24 as well.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy, huh? Mahomes only had 19, bro.
Those 2 interceptions
Those two
killed him.
interceptions
He
kind
would
of,
have been. He would have been on his way if he didn't throw those picks.
yeah. So moving on, running backs. Who you think was the number one running back, bro?
Man, who? It should have been Saquon. Saquon had a touchdown that he let up on.
Actually, man, Saquon's not even top 5.
Yeah, well, he should have been.
Yeah.
Because he spun out and then he slid before the touchdown. Who was it? That's a good question. I'm kind of stumped.
Dion Jackson, the third.
Dion Jackson.
Who? So that's the quarter. That's the running back, the third string running back from the Colts. He had 28 points, bro. Second was Stevenson from the Patriots, 25. McCaffrey, 22. Fournette, 22, and Brees Hall, 20.
Mm.
Yep. Those are your top running backs from fantasy football right there. Let's jump on to the wide receivers. Who do you think is number 1 on this one, Jay?
Jamar.
Jamar Chase with
Yeah.
32 points. Stephon Diggs, 30.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill, 29. Brandon Ayuke, 28. Pittman Jr., 26. Honorable mention, man, out of nowhere, Claypool with 23.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to tight ends, man. Let's see. Who you think was number 1, bro?
Mike Andrews.
No, actually, he's not. We talked about this guy that we said he shouldn't be doing that no more.
It wasn't Taysom, was it?
No, it was Goski, Mike Goski.
Oh yeah. Gasecki with the
Gesicki,
bag,
yeah.
with the terrible gritty.
Yeah, Gasecki with 24. Mark Andrews with 23. Kelsey with 19. Dion, Robert Dion from the Packers.
Oh, you talking about Tanyan?
Tanyan, yeah,
Yeah,
Tanyan
Tanyan.
with a 19 and Kittle with 16.
Mm.
Yeah. And let's go to our top defense, man. Damn. Wasn't expecting this one. Guess who's the number 1 defense? What points?
Falcons.
Falcons is right there, man, but no, it's the Jets with 21 points.
Oh yeah, they was all over Aaron.
Mm-hmm. And then Cardinals with 15. Seahawks, 14. Patriots, 13. Falcons, 13.
Oh, I see. I should have thought about the Patriots. I know their defense stepped up. Seahawks one is no, I know nobody played them, so that was a waste.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Kickers, bro. Pretty normal week for kickers. Your top kicker was Scoop with 14 points. Lutz with 14. Myers with 13. York with 12. And Buckert from the Chiefs, 10 points. Not a big week for kickers this week, man. That looks like your average week.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, those are your fantasy stats right there, man. Yeah, Jay. Crazy week 6, man.
Entertaining. It was good to go out, watch the game with you.
Yeah.
Entertaining though, especially those last 2 games, the Bills, Chiefs, and then the Sunday night game was very entertaining. So running back again next week. It's good. Still trying to figure out what defenses are doing to limit quarterback now. Maybe we can get some more explosive plays, some more entertaining football. It looks like it's going back to rushing on the ground. But we'll see next week. Hopefully we get some high scores.
the trade deadline's coming up, man, for the NFL. I want to say it's what, November 6th.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man. So I wonder what team's gonna make what moves and for whom. You know,
To be selfish,
be
Cowboys
selfish, man.
Cowboys need a defensive tackle, and they either need a trade for DJ Moore
Yeah.
or sign Odell.
You really think Odell will be interested to come to the
Mhm.
Cowboys?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think his whole family's Cowboys fans, so they would love him in a Cowboys uniform. We gotta negotiate his pay. Gotta see how healthy it is.
Is it 1 year deal or multiple years?
I'll give him a 2 or 3,
Mm,
something that you can cut after 2.
yeah.
Um, if they're serious about taking the next step,
Yeah.
that's what they should do. Get I would bring in Odell and have him outside, CD in the slot, Gallup out on the outside. Your tight end situation looks pretty good with the young cats. Something to get the box lighter for Pollard and Zeke.
Yeah.
And then give me a big old fat defensive lineman just to stop the rush up the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know. It's getting there, man. Like it looks like almost half the NFL is right there, anywhere from three to 4 wins.
Yeah,
You know, everybody's right there.
everybody's every. It seems like there's only maybe 4 teams that get to like 11 wins and up.
Mm,
Most of the teams are gonna be 9 wins at the end of the year, eight wins, maybe 10 wins, but
yeah.
I only see Eagles 11, Bills 11, Chiefs might get 11 games, and that's the only teams I can really think that are gonna get to 11 plus games.
Yeah.
And somehow, if the Giants make that, I'm gonna start watching football. If they get over 11 wins, I'm gonna stop watching because there should be no way.
Yeah.
I think when Dak gets back, maybe the Cowboys have a chance to get over 10 wins, but
Yeah.
I'm capping them out at 10 wins for the rest of the year, and then we'll see where we go from there.
All right. Yeah. Sounds good, bro. Well, other than that, man, is there anything else?
No, I'm good.
That's it. All right. Hey, I appreciate everybody tuning in today, checking us out. DC should be back next week. I might not be here next week, but Jay and DC should be right here taking over the helm. But other than that, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Please like and subscribe. We on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Hit us up, follow us, and please share this with anybody that likes the football. You know, your grandma, or granddad, whatever, man.
Grandkids.
Yeah, man. Share it.
Yeah.
Let people know about us. You know, all the work that we put into this. And I also want to say thank you to Jaron. Thank you to Steven. Thank you to DC. I always want to make sure y'all boys are appreciated for everything y'all do.
Oh yeah.
You know, the time that you give us, you know, to come over here. Also, Steven, behind the scenes, everything that he does, I appreciate him. So yeah, man. But besides that, man, I want to wish everybody good luck out there. You know, have fun, live life. You know, and one more thing, Jay. I want the Astros to win the World Series.
Oh yeah, y'all are set.
Yeah, man. So we I want this championship for the city because that's the only good team we got going on right now, man. But
go Stros.
yeah, man, go Stros. But besides that, I'll see you on the next episode.
All right, peace out.
Later.